Baseball may not be here just yet, but boy, is it getting close. Hi, everybody. I'm John Hartung. Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers on Saturday. One of our favorite events of the calendar year, signaling the kickoff to a new season. It's Dodger Fest 2025. Inside our Sportsnet LA studios, I am joined by the real Jay Hare, Jerry Hurston Jr., the real DV, David Vassay. It's our last show of January. You know what that means, guys. It means that, boy, baseball is just about here.
Spring training is almost here. Cannot wait for the pitchers and catchers to report. Also, position players. It's going to be a fun 2025.
It feels like in LA, though, Fan Fest marks baseball is back officially with the Dodgers ever since they started doing this. So Saturday, it becomes real for everybody that baseball is back.
Speaking of that, the last time we saw the Dodgers as an entire group was at the World Series parade and rally this Saturday, as DB just mentioned, getting the band together and all the new guys as well for Dodger Fest 2025, the unofficial kickoff to the new season, one of our favorite days of the year. Now, due to construction on the field, this year's festivities will take place up at the top of the park. It begins at 11 a.m. We will be hosting it out there and have it live for you on Sportsnet LA from 11:30 a.m. until 3 o'clock. We've got the unofficial list and the stars from last season, plus a lot of the new guys are going to be there as well. We know that we are going to be out there. Who are you most looking forward to, Jerry, seeing at Dodger Fest on Saturday?
Listen, obviously the players are awesome. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts. I can't wait to see the fans. The fans' reaction, seeing their stars up close and personal, and give them a chance, another chance, after that parade, to say thank you for last season and really kind of, you know, when players talk about closure, I think it's fans' closure. Put away what happened in 2024, and now you start the 2025 season. I think this is great for the fans to be with the players and have a good time.
I'm with you, Jerry, because it's always interesting to gauge the barometer of who's the most popular Dodger. They're all popular, but you can hear the crowd noise, the cheers, a little louder for certain guys. And here's the upset that you guys are going to be surprised about. Just the buzz in Montebello, California. Anthony Banda might surprise you to get one of the loudest cheers at FanFest this year.
Well, he was getting loud cheers during that parade and the rally as well, and throughout the offseason. He's very, very involved in going out in the community, and people love Anthony Banda. Speaking of relievers, Dodgers relievers, they just keep loading up. It's not official at the time of this show taping, but the Dodgers have reportedly agreed to a one-year deal with right-handed reliever Kirby Yates. Davey, this is a guy who had a 1.17 ERA last year with the Rangers. He had 33 saves, another huge piece to this Dodgers bullpen.
Yeah, and the Rangers are smarting right now because they wanted to bring him back, and the Dodgers were able to swoop him out of the Lone Star State. And look, 61 2/3 innings. Don't expect much more than that if you want to keep a 38-year-old healthy.
Yep. That's the key right there. He's 38 years young. But you're right. You want to make sure you monitor his innings, but look at the ERA right there. This guy's a proven guy that can close out games. He can pitch 7th, 8th inning as well. High leverage guy. I am shocked that he was still out in the market. Don't blame the Dodgers. Don't blame the Dodgers. He was out there available, and they signed him to a great deal, a one-year deal. He's pitched, obviously, in San Diego. He's pitched in this division. So he's very familiar with Dodger Stadium. I expect him to hit the ground running.
And Jerry, you love him because he throws the combio. He's got one of the best combios of any reliever out there.
Well, Jonathan, I don't know if you know this or not. Believe it or not, the higher-ups, they watch our show all the time, and they love when we mention combio. So it is a prerequisite. In order to break camp, you have to have at least one guy out of the bullpen who throws a nasty combio. They were able to get Kirby Yates.
Would you call him a crafty righty then if he's throwing that combio like that? Because it's incredible. A 38-year-old last year would have 15% swing and miss rate on his pitches. I mean, it was one of the top swing and miss pitchers out of the bullpen in all of Major League Baseball. It's remarkable that 38 he had that renaissance. He made the All-Star
team. He was only 37. He'll be 38.
All right, well, right on the verge.
Here's the deal. Listen, baseball will never change. Yes, velocity is cool, but we've seen guys throw 100, 101 miles an hour. If it's down the middle of the plate, they're going to get squared up. But when you change speeds and have some deception to your delivery, you can still get swing and miss. Yates does that.
Speaking of guys that can throw 100, we saw it last year in the division series. The Dodgers, they add Kirby Yates along with Tanner Scott, who's going to be at Dodger Fest on Saturday. Scott signed a 4-year deal last Thursday, one of the game's best relievers last year, 1.75 ERA, 22 saves between his time with the Marlins and Padres. During his 8-year career, he's racked up 55 saves, an ERA just over 3.5. The ERA plus 125. He's averaging nearly 12 strikeouts outs per 9 innings pitched. And this is the first time we've had a chance, Jerry, to talk about Tanner Scott. This is a guy that you've been really pushing for the entire offseason. Another great fit for this Dodgers bullpen, especially from the left side.
This is a game-changing type lefty. He runs that fastball anywhere from 97 to 100 miles an hour. He gets both righties and lefties out. He is the perfect, really complement to the rest of the guys in that bullpen. Another guy you can pitch 7th, 8th inning, but I think he's going to have a lot of save opportunities on this Dodger team. Oh, by the way, if there's one pitcher that was Shohei Ohtani's kryptonite, it was Great Scott. Well, guess what? He'd have to worry about facing Tanner Scott because he's his teammate. This guy also is really good on TV and with his interviews. You keep on that mound, Tanner Scott. You do TV years from now.
I was telling Tanner he is the Ohtani stopper because in 10 head-to-head matchups, like Jerry mentioned, Ohtani is just 1 for 9 and obviously in the postseason made his life very uncomfortable. The other part of this is what Jerry mentioned as well. You're not just going to see Tanner Scott in the 9th inning for saves. The Dodgers were very upfront with him, and he bought into the fact they are going to use him in high-leverage situations, not just in the 9th inning.
And looking at his delivery, guys, as I still think as a hitter, he hides the ball. That's why that 98 to 100 miles an hour, it plays like it's 102 to 105 in the hitter. You see a lot of guys in the batter's box, righty or lefty, they have that emergency hack because they're having a hard time picking up the ball. This guy is electric. Taking him from the Padres and putting him in our bullpen, huge move.
Yeah, you have Tanner Scott, Kirby Yates, Blake Trinan, Evan Phillips. That's 4 guys right there who have closed games, had a lot of experience closing out games. Incredible embarrassment of riches in that Dodgers back part of their bullpen. We heard Tanner mentioning how his good friend Evan Phillips and also Andrew Friedman were really selling the Dodgers as a destination spot for the players. You've got the ownership, the front office analytics department, DV. You've got the stadium. It's a great team. It's pretty much an easy sell for any free agent out there. Say, hey, come here to the Dodgers.
Yeah, Evan Phillips and Tanner Scott's relationship goes back to when they were in the Orioles organization together. And ever since then, they've been off-season throwing partners with the exception of this past off-season. And Evan told me that Tanner Scott played this free agency very close to the vest. He said it was very quiet. And obviously, not just this past off-season, but I'm sure when they're playing catch, Jerry, Tanner Scott's picking the brain of Evan Phillips and just how the Dodgers have made him into this super reliever.
I'll tell you what, players talk, especially in that offseason when you start getting ready for your season. And they hear, hey, what's it like playing in this city? What's it like playing with this organization? Well, obviously, word is out. For several years now, there is nothing better than the Dodgers organization. They take care of all their guys. And it starts at the very lower levels. When you take care of your younger development players from 17, 18, 19 years of age, all along through the minor leagues, and then to the big league level, this organization does it right. And it's, listen, the word is out. I know they're going to be talking about there needs to be a salary cap. Well, I'll tell you what, if there's a salary cap in this sport, Dodgers will only get better because if I'm going to make this amount of money and this amount of money, I'm just going to run to the Dodgers because that is the place to be. I think not having a salary cap gives everybody a chance to compete against the Dodgers. So Dodgers, without question, is the place to be.
Other teams can do what the Dodgers are doing. It's not like they don't have the money, especially we're hearing Hal Steinbrenner of the Yankees suddenly cry poor over there in the Bronx. But let's move on. Tanner Scott isn't the only new face on the roster this season. In late November, 2-time Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell signed a 5-year deal. Then outfielder Michael Conforto joined the team in early December. The first week of January, Korean free agent infielder Hae-Sung Kim signed on for 3 years. Last week, Japanese sensation Roki Sasaki chose the Dodgers, and now you've got Tanner Scott inking that 4-year deal. But we're going to focus on a couple of the new guys, the 2 biggest ones, both of them in the starting rotation. Jerry, we have to be really excited about Roki Sasaki being in Dodger blue.
Listen, Roki Sasaki has elite stuff right now. Is he a finished product? He's not. I think that is what's fun about it. He's still developing, and I really believe once he gets with our guys, whether it's our analytic department, Mark Pryor, the rest of the pitching staff, and they're going to key on his delivery, how he can get more on his fastball, be able to pinpoint that fastball, and maybe get a little sharper break on his breaking ball, because I think that's the pitch he needs to really develop is that breaking ball. And to go along with that wipeout split, I can't wait to see him a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, because the sky really is the limit. He has all the tools, he has the makeup, the ability, and the want to be great and be one of the best pitchers in the game.
One other guy I want to talk about is, and I don't know if you were influential in getting Blake Snell to sign with the Dodgers. You guys are BFFs. Everybody knows that by now, but big expectations for Blake Snell in Dodger Blue.
Oh, and he's ready for it, John. Don't you think he's not ready for that? Snellzilla, are you talking about the two-time Cy Young Award winner, a guy that's won it in the American League, the National League, and you want to talk about combio, Jerry? Blake Snell's undercover best pitch is his combio.
Is that right?
Is his changeup.
What?
The Dodgers believe he is going to age like fine wine because his changeup is that good. Yes, the curveball was the hardest pitch to hit out of his repertoire, but the way it plays with his fastball, his curveball, and his changeup, he is going to be the anchor of this staff. A guy that threw 180 innings for the first time. This guy is hungry and is going to make you fall in love with him.
I think I'm aging all of us right now. Are you the Howard Cosell to Blake's Muhammad Ali?
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly it.
Get ready Saturday, a Dodger Fest. Me and Snellzilla, we're going to put on a show, baby.
Okay, I look forward to that. Hey, listen, if his best pitch is this combio, that is scary stuff because I think his best pitch is that curveball, which it's
Want me to write it in your hand so you remember in June?
No, I'll remember it. We have the tape here.
Well, it wasn't maybe $1 billion offseason for the Dodgers like they had a year ago when they landed Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but they've still made a lot of really big moves. They get Roki Sasaki really for the bargain basement price, if you will, DV, but do you still think there's some moves out there the Dodgers want to make?
I do, and it's about bringing back two guys that I believe is an automatic, starting with Clayton Kershaw. Jerry, can you believe former teammates of Kershaw's has asked me, are they really going to bring him back? Yes, but he's going to start the year on the IL, so right now the Dodgers' 40-man roster is full. Once that starts to alleviate itself with putting guys on the injured list, there'll be spots open. Also, Kike Hernandez. Last year, he didn't sign with the Dodgers until after games had already started. I would expect the same type of timeline for him to come back to the Dodgers after finding out there is no pot of gold from other teams.
Well, here's the thing, too. Really, if you look at the whole entire infielder market, it's not really robust right now. So with Kike Hernandez, he can afford to be patient, and hopefully he's patient enough, and Dodgers find a way to bring him back because he's obviously a big-time playoff performer. Hopefully he's back in Dodger Blue, and obviously Clayton Kershaw. Bring him back some kind of way because he deserves to finish his career out in Dodger Blue.
All right, hopefully sometime after they begin spring training, we'll have good news on both of those guys coming back to the Dodgers. Still more to come here on Access, one of the biggest rivalries in baseball, but it worked out great for the Dodgers, not so great if you're a Yankee fan. Coming up, 2025 schedule notes, and when we see that the Yankees come back to Dodger Stadium. Plus the storylines as we head to spring training, like when will we see Dodger for life Clayton Kershaw back? A Camelback preview is coming up.
こちらは2025年のドジャースにとってまさに夢のようなシーズンの幕開けとなるでしょう。ドジャーフェストを迎えることでファンの皆さんにとってもいよいよ野球が帰ってきたと実感できる瞬間がやってきました。昨年のワールドシリーズ優勝という偉業を成し遂げた後、今シーズンも新たな歴史を築いていくためにチームはさらに強力な布陣を揃えています。新たに加わった選手たち、そしてすでにドジャーブルーをまとい戦ってきたメンバーが一堂に会するこのイベントはまさに新シーズンの始まりを象徴する特別な日です。特に注目すべきは、今年からチームに加わるルーキー、佐々木朗までの存在でしょう。彼の圧倒的な速球と切れ味鋭いスプリットは、すでにメジャーリーグの舞台でも大きな話題を呼んでいます。彼がドジャースの投手陣の一員となることで、さらに強固なローテーションが形成されることは間違いありません。そして、ブレイク、スネルの加入もまた、ドジャースのピッチングスタッフを盤石なものにしました。リーグとリーグの両方でヤング賞を受賞した実力派の左腕は、今シーズンの大黒柱として期待されています。もちろん、ドジャースの強さは投手陣だけではありません。ムーキー・ベッツ、大谷翔平、フレディ、フリーマンといったスター選手たちが、昨シーズンに引き続きチームを牽引し、さらに新加入のマイケル、コンフォルトやキム、ハソンなどの選手たちが加わることで、打線はより一層破壊力を増しています。昨シーズンの興奮を思い出せば、今シーズンも間違いなくファンを魅了する試合が待っているはずです。また、ブルペンも今シーズンは大幅に強化されています。カービー、イエーツ、タナー、 スコットといった信頼できるリリーバーが加わり、終盤のゲーム展開がより安定することが期待されています。彼らの存在はドジャースの戦い方にさらなる厚みをもたらし、接戦でも強さを発揮できる要素となるでしょう。このように2025年シーズンのドジャースはまさに完成されたチームと言えます。しかし、どれだけ素晴らしい選手が揃っていても、野球はチームスポーツ、選手同士の絆、そしてファンとの一体感があってこそ真の勝利を手にすることができます。だからこそドジャーフェストのようなイベントは非常に重要なのです。ファンの皆さんの応援が選手たちのモチベーションを最大限に引き出し、新たなシーズンに向けた最高のスタートを切るための大きなエネルギーとなります。そして今シーズン、もう一つ楽しみにしていることがあります。それはヤンキースとの再戦です。両チームの対戦はいつの時代も MLB を代表する一戦となり、野球ファンにとって特別な意味を持ちます。ヤンキースがドジャースのホーム、ドジャースタジアムに乗り込んでくる試合は、シーズンの中でも最も注目すべきシリーズの一つとなるでしょう。昨シーズンの戦いを経て、どのようなドラマが生まれるのか、今からワクワクが止まりません。また、クレイトン、カーショーと聞け、ヘルナンデスの去就も気になるところですが、ファンとしては彼らが再びドジャースに戻ってくることを願っています。カーショーに関しては、開幕時点では IL に入る可能性が高いですが、復帰すれば間違いなくチームの精神的支柱としての役割を果たしてくれるでしょう。そして聞け、ヘルナンデスの存在感も、昨シーズンのプレーオフでの活躍を思い出せば、必要不可欠だと感じるファンも多いはずです。こうして考えると、2025年シーズンのドジャースは、まさに史上最強ともいえる戦力を揃えています。昨シーズンの成功を超えるために、選手たちは一丸となって戦い、また新たな歴史を刻んでいくでしょう。その瞬間を一緒に目撃し、共に喜び、そして応援するのがファンの皆さんの役目です。ドジャーフェストを皮切りに、いよいよ本格的に始まる2025年シーズン。これまでのどのシーズンよりも興奮と期待に満ちた1年になることは間違いありません。このチームと共に、新たな栄光の瞬間を分かち合いましょう。今シーズンも、ドジャースを全力で応援していきましょう。